Hello everyone, it's Paula here. I am here to do a journal flip through. This one is a custom order and she is 9 by 6 and has 2 signatures, and I did some layering on the front, backed her with some vintage book page and a doily and some lace, and put some little rosettes on the spine. This is a soft cover I made out of a piece of quilting fabric that I had, and sewed around the edges, and I used my pinking scissors on it this time, and a big eyelet closure with some lace to close it with. And let's go inside. If I can sit here and still stay in frame, I hope. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go inside. Here is the front, and I used a file folder in between the cardstock and the fabric to make it stiffer. And this is just cardstock that I had in my stash. One of the tablets that I pulled out. And I did a little snippet pocket right here. Sewed around the pockets, and this is just a little, I think it's, oh, no, I was supposed to sew around it. What in the world, Paula? I'm going to put it over there by the sewing machine so I can sew around it. Anyway, there's a little pocket right there. Oops. And I tried to do a lot of sewing on the ephemera. And this is a bunch of ephemera that I found in my stash that I thought I would use up. And yeah, from making all my tags, I just made a bunch of ephemera as well. And I'm going to add a little bit more to this one. If I didn't already, I think I did, but I'm not sure. And over here, I just made another little pocket, little piece of ephemera. This is a pocket in there. Put some little bling on there. And this is vintage wallpaper. I made a tag out of it, backed it on coffee dyed paper. And then I think this is tsunami rose, I'm not sure. Can't remember because I've had this ephemera for so long. I just never had it cut out, and sometimes I don't remember, or I had it cut out and sometimes I don't remember whose it was because I haven't used it for so long. This page right here is from 1978 Flower Botanical Book. And I put some pom-pom trim on here. I think I got this from Wish. And over here is a journaling card sewed on coffee dyed paper. And then I want to say this is already made, so I'm not quite sure, but it's also got the journaling little cards inside it as well. Tuck that in there. Did some little layering right here with some vintage doily piece. And this, oh my goodness, I can't remember the date on this. This is out of a cookbook. But I can't remember the date of the page, but it's an old book page. And in here is a bingo card. I can't remember whose that is either. Darn, I can't believe I don't remember whose that is. But this, I know, is Tsunami Rose, and I think that pocket needs some more stuff in there, so we're going to put some more in there. And here I have one of my layered cards that I've been playing with. It's got fabric and lace and just little snippets out of my little, I have all these like pencil boxes, and they're just full of stuff in there. So I just been using out of there and doing some layering. And this is a really old vintage piece of ephemera from 1873 is what it says on here. February 1st, 1873. Yeah, that's old. Oh my goodness. Sometimes they're reading back in the day. You can't read it. And over here we have a altered guest check and this vintage photo. And it doesn't say on the date on this one, but I love this one. And just a little tuck spot with some ruffle and a butterfly. Oops. Another tuck spot, and this is a little tea card. And I sewed it on coffee dyed paper. And then there is, this is Dreams, etc., I believe. Backed it on cardstock. Does this one open? Nope, this little envelope don't open. It's the middle of the signature. This is Dreams, etc. I sewed around that. And this is some cut-off pages that I just made a little booklet and sewed across the top. Another one of my little altered tags. Okay, really, I can't use it. I can't use the early in the morning thing this time because it's in the afternoon, late in the evening, actually. And I still lose my words. What is wrong with me? An old, really old postcard. And it don't have a date on it. Super old and super cool. But I've been making a whole bunch of these tags and stuff. I'm probably going to do a tutorial here on my little altered tags because I just do them randomly, just lots of different ones, and it's been super fun. And I've also been making like pockets and stuff, so yeah, I want to show you how to do that, how I do it, I should say. Here is a little, this is vintage wallpaper, and I just stuck a bunch of little pieces of ephemera inside it and clipped it in, and she can use that wherever she wants in the book. I just sewed it to some Tim Holtz map page. A little snippet page over here. Big old recipe card. A repair tag. And another really old vintage photo. And I don't know. It looks like the 70s. I'm not sure. Maybe, well, probably earlier than that. Super old. And some Hobby Lobby trim. An altered book page pocket. These two little pieces stuck in there. Another sewn on. This one is sewn on cardstock right here. I think this one pocket needs another little something something as well. So we're going to throw this in there. Need some color on the top. Another little Tim Holtz wallpaper pocket right here, and I just added some lace. And this little guy, and this is some postcard. This is just a cardstock postcard, and then this one is something that was in my stash, and I don't know where it came from, but I just backed it on cardstock and sewed it. And oops. And I just added this little ticket, or it actually was a tag, and I just added it to the page. And this is a really old book page, a schoolhouse book. I'll show you. It came out of this school crafts project book. It's really cool. My friend Michelle gave me this. It's really neat inside, and so I thought I would sneak a couple pages of this in there. Yeah. I can't remember let's see what date it is from, but it's pretty old. It is, I don't know. I don't know what year it is, but it's super old. And over here, I just sewed her on, backed her on some book page, and it's a little flip out. And with a little pocket back here with these two pieces. And this flips open. And then this folds out, and it is just some extra coffee dyed paper. It's like a little extra hidden booklet in there with a piece of snippet on there. And I have this down because I'm hiding all of my hot mess, so y'all can't see that. Oh my goodness. And I have a little tuck spot right here, and I just glued some little tickets in there. On accident, I glued it in there. And this is a really old bingo piece of ephemera with a Yahtzee. These ones are really old. and a Keystone Coca-Cola bottling company. And then a tag that I made of some stuff that I had in my stash. Piece of a snippet on the top. A book page. And here is, this is a booklet of paper. Just I sewed across the top and put it inside here. And just put this little paper clip on for this really old vintage photo of a family. I love these old photos. They're so awesome. Okay, let's see. On this side, just some fabric and lace snippet. And another little booklet I made. This is really old. I think Irene sent me this. And just another little booklet I made out of some coffee dyed paper. And another little leftover writing space there. And let's see. Another little snippet pocket that I made right here, just with things that were laying on my desk. A big old journaling tag. She's a big one. I like making those. They're fun to journal on. And this is a really old vintage letter. And a journaling card. Ooh, I almost ripped that. Oh, that would have been so sad. I knew I shouldn't have done this one because when I do that, this flips up and then I think it's another page. And I'm not going to do that ever again. And here is another really old 1931 to 32 piece of ephemera. Journaling card that I sewed around. Just some little layering right there with a little bling. These ephemera inside here. Another tag that I made. I think these are so fun and so cute. I love these with lace and fabric pieces on. So cute. And this is another old botanical book page that I just clipped in here. She can use it for whatever she pleases. I just love the feel of these old pages. They feel so soft. So much softer than the paper nowadays. It's crazy. Another little pocket over here. These two. And then these two. There's two pockets in there. Like so. And this is a pattern. Oh my goodness. Just a pattern, old vintage pattern, front of the bag pattern, you know. I don't know why I can't think. Oh my gosh. And I just put these on here so you know how, you know, it's easier to open. And I backed it with vintage wallpaper so it's stiffer and more durable. And this is an old label that I added and an old vintage postcard. And if I don't put these little things on there, I can never get into these. And I just clipped it in so she can move it around the book. And over here is a little pocket with another very old vintage photo. It says who it is. Mother and Tootsie or Potsy or Pootsy or something. I don't know. I love this little lace piece though, and it would stay, but it would fall out too. So I just put the paper clip on there. Made a little envelope for the middle and just clipped this little piece of ephemera. And this is my own little washi that I put on there. Just slide that inside. And here is, I clipped all these together, another piece of an old letter, and another piece of ephemera, and then this little guy. I think Trina gave me this, and I think it's so cute. So I just clipped them all together and stuck them in here. They can be taken apart like that. I know, I don't like that. It goes like that. I'm picky. There we go. And this is another little journaling tag that I made. And then this little piece. Let's click it on there. Oh, this is actually, no wonder. This is another little envelope that I made with vintage wallpaper. And there's just a bunch of little pieces of ephemera she can decorate her book with in here. So I just tuck that in there. Fold it over the top and put the paper clip on, like so. A little layering. And then this is another little tag that I just folded over, and then this just all folds out. So it's all that extra writing, and it just accordions back down. And I just used the paper clip. You don't really need the paper clip, but I put it on there anyways. That way it just stays for sure. A doily. And apparently nothing inside there, which they'll have. Well, let's just get her something. I'll give her this pretty little. No, we won't, because it ain't gonna fit. I'll find something to put in here before this goes out. A little snippet I just stapled on there. I don't want to put too much more in here. This book is full. And another journaling card sewn on, and I just did some layering right there. And this is a piece of a wedding dress, and I just thought it was so cute. It looks like a little skirt right there. And this is another old postcard. I love these. They're so cool. I wish they had the date on it, but it doesn't. And then a big old journaling card that I sewed onto cardstock. Back here is a little glassine bag, and I just sewed around this little piece of ephemera and glued it here and here and made a little tuck spot for this, which has a little journaling card inside. Just stick that in there. Get that out of there. And then this is Dreams, Etc. I backed it on cardstock, and it goes in the bag. And that is that large and in charge little beauty. She's gonna go out in the mail in the morning. I have a couple more videos I gotta do, and then I think I'm gonna do a tutorial on just making some ephemera, like let me see, like, you know, my little cards that I've been playing with, my tags. And I also been set her over there. I've also been making some of using book page and making some of these. Some of them I put on let's see, not these two. These two I'll put in there as like glue here and here, and use them as tuck spots as well. And they got all these little cute pockets and just stuffed book pages is what I'm going to call them. Little stuffed book pages. And this one's got a bunch of tags and stuff in it, and I just been doing a bunch of layering on them, I'm trying to do some shabby chic stuff, you know. Let's see, like this one, I haven't stuffed her completely yet, but she does have some things. And this one I put coffee dyed paper on the back, stenciled on it. But I just love these. They're so fun. I've been working on these all day long. And I'm probably going to put one in her book. Yeah, I'm going to do a tutorial on playing around with some of those. And yeah, please don't forget to subscribe and like my video if you liked it. And I hope to see you again soon in my next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.